Hello, 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 and welcome once more. Welcome to day 8. 8. 8. All right. I've never been more happy to be the one to take care of the last day of something. But I know this is a special one because I know throughout the week you all have been enthralled by the amazing colors that you've seen, the art, the exhibition, the passion, the talent that this one person we're all here to celebrate, Shiri Achu, has been creating all her life. This is 41 in print, ladies and gentlemen, Shiri Achu Art Virtual Exhibit. And today's theme is everyday life in Africa. And I think it's befitting because she has one of the biggest compliments that I've seen online when I researched Shiri is from a famed US art critic, Mr. Lennox, who says that her art is powerful African art in a marriage of contemporary skills with strong African imagery. Think about that for a second. And then think about the fact that for 8 days you have been digesting this powerful African art and this marriage that her contemporary skills have brought out the strong imagery that you see. All right, so I'm not going to talk too much about this because you have already heard about Shiri all day, all week, and I really just want us to get into it, right? This is day 8, the last day. Well, there's something else coming. I know there's a surprise because I know that for the 8 days you've been watching, you have been taking down notes, paying attention to everything that comes on your screen because you're looking for that one letter, right? The one letter that is going to finish the anagram to complete that phrase or the word or the name or the saying at the end of the exhibition. And I think the last letter is today. And guess what? You will not get to know who the winner is because tomorrow there's another event. There's an announcement coming to you tomorrow. And during that announcement, there will be a winner announced. All right? Actually, 3 people will be announced. So let's not talk too much about that, but remember, keep paying attention, okay? There's a letter that's coming for you guys. But remember, we are on day 8, Sunday. This started when? Who can remind me? Anybody? All right, I can't hear you, but I know you remember. Okay, day 1 was so long ago. Yeah, and we're day 8. And I'm excited because you won't get to see me again, but unfortunately. But I'm Nico Kang. I know the other hosts have already enthralled you and told you everything that you need to know about Shiri's art. But I want you to remember, as you watch through, that everybody that has come through here is somebody whom Shiri has touched in one way or the other. Her art, even if she has not touched them personally, her art, what she expresses on the canvas has spoken to them. And that's why they were here this week with you and I. All right. I'm not going to talk too long. Come on, Shiri. Let's go. It's the last day. I'm excited. Let's go. Yes.
It's the last day.
Yes.
Looking good, representing. Yes.
You know, I had to try now.
Yes.
I've seen you all week and I've been wondering what I was going to put on today. And I didn't even look. I opened the closet and I called and somebody lent me this. So I just thought, put it on and come and try
Perfect fit.
Yeah, thank you.
That is great.
Thank you.
See,
I appreciate
we're complimenting.
it. Thank you. There you go. All right, representing.
Yes,
right?
so.
All right, so the art.
Yeah.
The art. Let's dive right into it because that's what we're really here for. And I want to make sure I try to sell some pieces today before we end.
Yes.
All right, because I know you guys may have been going to the website and looking at it, hoping that some discounts will come and things like that. But please stay focused.
But they have a code, right?
There's a code.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
ShiriAchuArt.com.
Yes, there's a code that you can use. Yeah.
Keep going and check it out. Look, there's so much in store for you guys today on the last day and the surprise tomorrow that I don't even want to get into a lot of other things. Let's just do the exhibit for now. Okay. And Shiri, please talk me through this one.
Okay, so this is Ma Africa House.
Yes.
Let's start with her.
Yes.
She's the elderly, beautiful Ma Africa up in the village, and she was pounding cocoyams for Achu. Earlier, day 2, I think you saw the painting of Achu.
That's
but
right.
Today we're seeing her actually making Achu. She's pounding the cocoyams, and it's such a typical scene in the villages. People, it's really, if you're in the Western world, you have such nostalgic when you see something like this of a mama, with a fire in the corner, and I needed to have to paint it because it's a typical scene, a beautiful typical scene in the village.
That's right.
Making a traditional meal.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. 3 things remind me of home. Always. 3 things always remind me of home. The food.
Yes.
The food.
Yes.
And the food, okay? So, thank you so much for doing this. I know Achu is a concurrent theme in your art, in your work. And I also want to talk about one that I see, Nameless. How is the process? How was the process for you? What inspired this one, and what are you trying to express here?
Okay, so this painting here was the subject for a competition.
Okay.
So in the peak of the pandemic last year, I completed this painting, this one, which is nameless.
Nameless, that's right.
Not titled yet. It may never be titled, actually. It could just be untitled. It was completed live on Facebook, and I requested people to write poetry based on the painting.
Nice.
And I had so many entries. It was amazing. It was such an amazing experience. You know, people really loved the painting. They loved, and the fact that we're all sort of quarantined in our homes gave people the time to actually sit and be creative. And they actually went to me and said, thank you for actually, giving us the opportunity to create during this time, So it was great. It was a really good experience.
That's good. Thank you. Nameless. So hopefully it won't remain nameless.
It could remain untitled forever, because so many people have had their versions, and they've interpreted it in so many ways that to name it now seems a little bit awkward.
Hey, in America, you can buy anything and put your name on it. Okay?
But there are some paintings that have untitled.
Untitled.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but I understand, but I'm just saying, if Donald Trump were to walk in here, he will offer you money and want to put his name on it. He puts his name everywhere. Buildings, everything. All right. So let's talk about this one.
Yes.
Foul play.
Foul play. Oh,
yes.
that is a typical scene. A typical scene.
I know. I grew up on this. I grew foul. I know, like foul.
Yes.
Yeah, country foul.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because when Christmas was coming around, whenever I spent Christmas with Grandma, Christmas was coming around, and they have so many chickens, and they just run around, and she's like, "Go catch one, and we'll cook it." And this is me growing up right there, chasing after one.
Exactly. And you've just said it all. It's just a typical scene. A typical everyday moment, which
That's
I think I wanted to capture the chicken in the most glorious, and I think I captured the chicken very well.
That's right.
The chicken that was running away, I'm very scared.
I know. All right, perfect. Thank you so much for that. Yes. And I think one thing that's true throughout the exhibit is that Shiri Achu is art, and art is Shiri Achu. That is not even close to expressing who she really is until you see whom she has as a guest at the 4+1 talk today in today's segment, right? So I would like us to not segue directly into that, but I want to just talk a little bit about this gentleman, this revered actor. He started his career in 1991 when he graced our screens. I was still a boy then. And the funniest thing is he went to the same school. I share an alma mater with this gentleman. I didn't even know that. Okay, I was on a set with him some time ago in 2019 before the pandemic, and when we were talking, he did express it. I was blown away. I had no clue, and I've watched him on the screen so many times, and I've actually admired and wanted to model my work after him. But hey, he's such an amazing actor, revered. He's a powerhouse. His net worth recently, looked it up, was like $4.6 million. Shiri knows Uncle Zax. Uncle Zax is Shiri's uncle. He's not your uncle. He's not my uncle. Hey, you guys probably already know what I'm talking about here because I said Uncle Zax. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy 4+1 talk with special guest, Mr. Zach Orji.
Hello, Uncle Zach. How are you?
You are looking awesome.
Thank you.
My goodness, this your hairstyle. We need to write a poem on it.
Yes, we do. We do. Hello. So good to see you, Uncle Zach. How are you?
Nice. This is beautiful. I'm good. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm so well. I've missed you. I have not seen you for 2 years. I've missed you. So Uncle Zach is calling in from Nigeria. And so we're having a little bit of recording issues, but I'm hoping it will be resumed very soon. I'll tell the audience when we first met and how we met. So we did this movie called Web Strings, right?
That's right.
At my place. When was this? In 2019, so 2 years ago. And It was amazing. It was so great. And as part of the movie, you wanted me to paint a painting called Mama's Many Pains. And I wanted to find out what you thought of the end result. And yeah, and did it meet the brief for the movie and everything else? Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, Shiri, that we couldn't have shot this movie without your contributions. They were so, I mean, you were so amazing. Not only did you give us, what would I say, total freedom to use your place as one of the locations for the movie, but we also used your studio. We also used your paintings as our props, and we also starred you in the movie.
Yes, I was starred in the movie.
It was indeed amazing, amazing. It was amazing for me because I met this young woman on this visit. I went to film in America. I went to direct a movie and also star in it. And I met this young Cameroonian. And for me, every time I meet a Cameroonian, I'm drawn to them because part of my growing up, part of my becoming who I am today was in Cameroon. My formative years, I spent them in Cameroon. I learned a lot. And I met this young woman who is not only a painter, she's also beautiful. She's also very outspoken. She's also very kind-hearted. She's also an architect. I mean, the way you just allowed us to use your place made things very easy for us for the filming. It made it very easy. And you also graciously accepted to star in the movie.
Yes, and I can't wait.
We used your paintings in the movie. And as I got discussing with you, I felt like I had known you for a very, very long time. The connection was just there. It was indeed an amazing experience for me. And since then, we have been inseparable. We've been in touch. Exactly. And what drew me to you more was your paintings. They were really, really amazing. This particular painting, every time my eyes kept straying to it. And I am very happy that it eventually became the subject of an international,
yes, that was the next question.
Culminated into a book now, and we are talking about launching the book.
Yes, it's amazing. Tomorrow. Yes.
Congratulations, Shiri. I'm really glad to be part of your narrative, of your amazing narrative. I'm glad to be part of it.
Oh, thank you so much, Uncle Zach. I miss you. I want to give you hugs. So you've already answered the question to two of my questions. So I wanted to find out about the painting, like what you thought about that painting, which became, but you've already answered that. So you wrote the foreword for that book. So I thank you so much. And you've explained how the whole, you enjoy the whole process. What do you think about, like, how does art matter? Like, how does art inspire your work, and how does African art matter? What are your perspectives on that?
To me, art is part of our existence as humans, because most of the times it is not only an expression of our inner self, the things that we feel, the things that we have experienced over time. It is also an expression of the things we would like to see, expressions of experiences we have had, expressions of our growing up, expressions of our perception of things generally. And it is an integral part of our human experience, especially in terms of the fact that it comes out in a very graphic way, in a very picturesque way, to express one's inner feelings and inner thoughts and perceptions about any particular object or subject for that matter. So, and what I felt about your paintings was very strong, because they captured some things for me, some things I have experienced, some things I have seen in neighborhoods where I have lived, not only in Cameroon, but in different places, you know, and for me, art is part of life. Art is an expression of our experience as human beings, you know, through different perceptions, the way we see life. And I dare say art is indispensable to our existence as human beings. We also find ourselves expressing that in our work as filmmakers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, yes. So for me, art is an integral part of our human existence here on Earth.
How is Nigeria treating you?
Nigeria has always treated me good because through all my travels, I always come back to Nigeria to get my energies and move again.
Exactly. And the whole pandemic, how has the pandemic affected your work? You know, this whole lockdown and.
Yes, it has affected our work in very significant ways. We have not, there was a time when, I mean, during the quarantine, everybody had to just stay away from each other. Yeah. And it really affected our work. It affected most of the films we had done up till that time that are supposed to go to the cinema. Like there is a work which I did here, I produced and directed it and also starred in it. Last October, September, October, we are still waiting for an appropriate time to release it in the cinemas. And that is how it has affected a lot of filmmakers across board. But still, we came to the realization that we cannot exist without our work. So what we do now is to observe strict social distancing. Still,
even Web Strings, the movie that we did 2 years ago.
Yes, even Web Strings, I understand, has not been released. But
it is coming soon. Everybody. Wow. So hopefully, I mean, with all the injections and everything coming, the jabs, maybe we look forward to seeing you sometime soon.
Very soon. I intend to be in the United States this year.
Yes.
I had a job.
I miss our conversations. I can't wait for us to sit and have our chats.
I had a job I was supposed to go and direct in Houston, but because of the pandemic, we had to suspend it momentarily, waiting for an appropriate time to go and do that. But I really desire to be in the States this year. Unfailingly, I will be there.
By God's grace, you will be here.
Yeah, definitely.
By God's grace. Oh, thank you so much for being here, for being a part of 421 and again, because of the pandemic, that's the reason why we have a virtual exhibition, because typically I would be somewhere else.
Exhibition.
My first ever virtual exhibition. So because the pandemic.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And I admire you and I praise your courage for going this way, because sometimes when there is no other way, you just do it any way that is possible, anyway, just to get it out and let people know what's going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like we always say, the show must go on.
The show must go on, exactly. Because part of the ethos of like Shiri Achu Art, the imprint series of exhibitions, is to go every year to a new country to expose the African culture. So with or without pandemic, I still feel like I must showcase the African culture, you know?
No, you must, because even when I came to the States and we came to your house, I saw a lot of paintings that reminded me of my growing up in Cameroon.
Yes.
And I saw the way you depicted your work in very picturesque ways about growing up in Cameroon, about life in Cameroon, about your own personal experiences. And it was really amazing, very colorful, indeed, very, very colorful.
You love the word colorful. You use the word a lot.
That's right.
Oh, thank you, Uncle. It's been so great to have you. I think our time is up, but I'm going to call you afterwards and then we're going to continue chatting. But for the viewers, can you please leave some lasting words of wisdom, please? I always ask you to leave words of wisdom. Can you please?
Words of wisdom? I don't know about that. I will simply say
that. You have words of wisdom.
Oh my goodness.
Everything you say.
I will simply say, don't ever allow anything to stifle your dreams. Don't. There must be, I mean, this experience, you are doing your first ever virtual exhibition. I mean, when you told me about it, I said, why not? It's awesome. It's amazing. It just shows that nothing can put you down. And that is the spirit that we must all have. Nothing should put us down. If we have to get it out there for people to see, we have to do it at all costs.
Amen. So and that's not just to me, that's to everyone else.
I know that everybody has a dream. Everybody has a dream and a vision that they want to see come into reality, into existence. So whatever way you dream about bringing it into reality, if you can dream it, you can do it. It is possible. Just keep that in mind.
There you go. Yes. There we go. And with that, we're going to say thank you. Thank you so much, Uncle Zach, for joining us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I wish you a great time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Thank you so much for that. That was an amazing conversation. Yes. I didn't know you were an actress. What's going on?
Well, they requested that I play a small role, and I applied. It was great. Yeah.
That's good. So, you know, Uncle Zach talks about a painting that really touched him in all your collection, and I'd like for you to quickly talk to me about this. I think it's Mama's Mini Paints, right?
Mama's Mini Paints. So this painting was the painting that they requested that I paint for the movie, actually, and which has not come out yet. So watch out. The movie will be coming out very soon. In the movie, I can't give away anything about what happens, why, or anything, but you know, it's okay. You have been privileged to see it. I wasn't supposed to have shown anyone this painting, but it's okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate the honor. Because really, everything that you touch is gold, and we really appreciate that we're part of this journey for you. And let's segue into the next one. I know we kind of touched on it earlier, but there's something special about this one, the Nameless Painting.
The Nameless one. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So because of this painting, which I had previously said, and there was the one that Uncle Zach kept saying that he was really. He kept looking at this specific painting because this was the painting that I completed during the pandemic.
That's right.
And then, I requested people to write poetry, and I've been receiving loads and loads and loads of poems, post the painting. It seems like it was a great experience, which, yes, it has really been, it was something that I just thought of, whilst we're all quarantined, why not complete this painting live and have people write poetry? Like, first of all, bring them in, make them feel connected with it as I completed it, and then say, okay, whilst you're at home, if you're creative and you need something to do, take out a pen and paper and write a poem based on it. And it somehow, people really enjoyed the experience, and they actually were loads of poems from all over the world. I had submissions from Nigeria and Germany and Cameroon, and I had submissions from everywhere, which is great.
Wow. That's amazing.
About the same painting and about the pandemic.
We already know you're an international artist. We know that, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
And that's why we're so honored to have you in our presence. And of course, to be part of this 41 in-print Shiri Achu art virtual exhibit. We're doing it virtually this year. You all know why. The other hosts have already told you why. And I wanted us to talk about what came out of this. Right? Okay. Something was born out of this. Another piece of art. Another work of art. Another creative work of yours. You're a woman of many talents, man. Seriously, you are.
So
what can you not do? Seriously, what can you not do?
Many things, but thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Talk to us about the new creation.
So what was born
Yes.
from the experience from last year and the whole poetry and the painting and the quarantine was that a book is about to be launched tomorrow.
There you go.
There will be
the
a
big
book.
surprise for tomorrow.
Yes. There's a book launch, a virtual book launch, which Uncle Zach actually wrote the foreword for the book.
See? More surprises.
Yes. And so it's poetry, beautiful, wonderful, amazing poems from poets all over the world, based on the painting and also based on the pandemic.
Wow, a memoir of sorts for all the work, because it's expressed in your art, and of course the poetry kind of complements it, and that's how you wrap it up into a book. Yes. Perfect. Amazing. All right, so finally, you have it. The surprise is out. The cat is out of the bag. The surprise is out there. You know what to do now. Let's all tune in tomorrow to make sure we follow the virtual book release and get the announcements for the people who have been able to put together the anagram of the word of the day or the phrase of the day or the week.
Yes.
And finally, guys, look, you can't miss it. You cannot. Tune in tomorrow. Please tune in tomorrow. It's going to be big. It's going to be even bigger than all what we've done this week, because it's going to be special. Special why? Because we're getting to find out who is the winner, right? And then we'll get to see the book.
Yes.
Yeah. And hey, shiriachuart.com, okay? Buy some art, please. Else they will not pay also. I'm just saying, money no go do. Yeah, I did just talk. I beg. Buy the book. Buy the book. Buy the book, buy the art, buy everything. I beg. Just buy. Go on there and buy. You have your stimulus check, so don't worry. Thank you so much for joining day 8, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to go, but hey, the whole week, what are your final thoughts? Anything for your audience, your fans, anybody, anything.
Thank you all so much for being a part of this and for following me and following this journey day by day. I hope you have got your word, phrase, whatever, because you could win something very special tomorrow. Like Uncle Zach said, this is a point which I take very seriously. And, the fact that I was able to do this virtual exhibition was that whatever you can perceive and you can think you can do, you really should do it. Like you can, whatever you envisage, whatever you dream can be a reality. So, I've had my first virtual exhibition and I'm so pleased that it's come to light, and thank you all for being here. And of course you too can do whatever your desires and your dreams. We can all achieve whatever our heart desires, and we can dream. Amazing. So thank you so much for being here.
Great. ShiriAchuart.com. Don't forget, log in tomorrow again, and then make sure you buy the book, okay? And the paintings. Please, we need you to buy. I beg. We're out.
I can't believe my dad took a bullet.
You have 24 hours to fix this blunder.
You have my daughter's jacket? Everything is wrong with cuffed hands, son. I've seen it all.
The one you're looking for is right here with me. Yes, right now. $10,000. Cash. Why did you betray me?
A head? In an office?
Never, ever come close to me or my wife again. You hear me?
Who the heck are you, bitch?
This man is a damn liar.
Sir, you're under arrest for the murder of Emily.
Tokyo. Don't finish.
Wait. When did it come? When did it now?
Leave when she don't go. She don't go.
The big gun is here. The big gun. Oh, right here. If I take this off, I cannot see any of you.